If you want to set up a new company code, everything will come under the enterprise structure. So within enterprise structure, there are some components which are part of FI. There are some components which are part of MM. You can see there are some components which are part of SD. So first, because I want to set up the company code, I'll go to the financial accounting. And here, I want to set up the company code. So check, copy, delete, check company code. This is a node where I need to come and where I need to set up a new company code. So if you double click on edit company code data here, you can see there are total 662 company codes which are already created. You can see this is a list of all those company codes which are already created. If you click a particular one, you'll be able to see more details about this. So this is a company code, which is a 4-digit alphanumeric code. Okay, this is asked in the exam, even in logistics exams also, that what is a numbering logic of company code. So it is 4-digit, maximum 4-digit alphanumeric. It can be lesser than 4-digit, but it cannot be more than 4 digits. And it is alphanumeric. So you can use A to Z, or you can use 0 to 1, or you can use the combination of both. Right? So in addition to the company code and company name, you can enter the city, country, currency, and language. So this is what something which will be defined by your FI counterpart along with the address of the company code. Okay, in this case, the company code address is not mentioned here, but normally I'll show you the one which we set up today in our FI session, which we are going to continue in our logistics, so that later on when we are again merging, we should have a common structure. We have implemented FI, MM, and SD for Reliance Communication as our sample company code. Okay, so if I go to position, the company code that we have created is RECH. Okay, which is Reliance Chemicals Limited. If you double click on this, so if you want to create a new company code, what you need to do is you need to click on the new entry, provide the 4-digit alphanumeric code, provide the name of the legal entity, city of headquarters, country, currency, and language. Once you enter this information, then you can click on this address button where you'll be able to enter the address. So I'll show you how exactly we have maintained this for RECH. Okay, let's double click this. So we have provided this 4-digit code just for easy identification. RE is Reliance and CH is Chemicals. City, Mumbai. Country, India. Currency, INR. And language, EN. So you can see this is a text field. You can write whatever you want. System will not verify whether such city exists or not. But when it comes to country, you can see there is this button here. This is called as list of values. If you click on this, it will show you all those countries which are already pre-delivered by SAP. Okay, so you can see there are total 253 entries which are pre-delivered by SAP. If you want to add new, it is possible, but normally SAP provides it through SAP Note. Okay, maybe later on we will see how to, or maybe let's see it now itself, how to create the new countries. If you go to SPRO, IMG, there is something called as SAP NetWeaver. Okay, in this SAP NetWeaver, you will be able to see the general settings. Okay, and you can see the set countries. So this is where define countries in my SAP system. If you click on this, it will give you the list of all those countries which are already provided by SAP. Okay, and normally if there is any country which is maybe as of today, whatever countries are available, they are already in place. But let's assume tomorrow if one country is divided into 2 different countries and you want to create that. So instead of creating here, normally SAP will provide the SAP note using which you would be able to see that new country also in the system. I think my system got logged off.
Mr. Vikram, I have a question. Can I ask you now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Regarding this new company code, normally we copy the standard one, standard template, and rename the things, right? So that all the basic settings will be copied from the master template.
Yes.
Will we be doing that continuously, or like this creating new is fine with us now, the way we are
No, no,
going ahead?
both the options are fine. Only thing is, Nagesh, if you copy the standard one, all the settings are automatically copied. So that is fine
Okay.
when you are working on the project. But when you are learning, you need to understand what are the things inside.
Okay,
Otherwise,
fine.
if everything gets copied, then you will not get the idea of what exactly has been copied in the background. That is the
Okay.
reason I prefer first company code you create from scratch, not only company code, even your plants,
Mm.
sales organizations, purchase organizations, whatever you are doing.
Okay.
Uh, First cut, avoid the shortcuts, try to create everything, each and everything, and later on, once you become confident, then you can just copy it and use it.
Just wanted to know like whether the same is been continued here or like it is a new thing. Okay.
No, no,
Thank
no,
you.
same will continue. There is no change.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Tushar.
Sir, there is one field also defined company. So what is
Mhm.
this? Means this is the different thing. I means company code and company.
Yes, yes, both are different. Company is normally used for the intercompany transactions. If you are doing any intercompany transactions, then only that upper one you are talking about, this one, define company. So this is only
Yes,
required
sir.
for intercompany transactions. This is called as trading partner. It has a another functionality. It is not
Oh,
mandatory to create a company, but this company code is the most important thing that is required, without which you will not be able to do anything in the SAP system. So
sir,
irrespective of
company
which
code and
module you are, yeah.
sir, company code and company is different. I thought it's same thing actually. Within
No,
company,
no, no,
it's
it is
come to
not the same
company.
thing.
Okay, sir.
No, no, it is a completely different thing. So
Okay,
don't get confused with this. We are only going to use the company code.
okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So I was just showing you the company codes that we set up, which is RECH. I think it's already, oh, it's already logged in. Then why it was giving error? So this is our company code, Mumbai, country, India. I was showing you to create the new country. So if you go to, I think that particular activity is closed. So if I go to SPRO, IMG, NetViewer, general settings, set countries, and define the countries in my SAP system. Okay. So this is where you can see all the countries are created. Yeah, this one.
So, Vikram,
Yeah,
as you said that if there is a new country, SAP will provide SAP notes
right.
to you. So, how to implement that? Means, how do we update the SAP notes in our system?
No,
The
SAP Note implementation is part of the technical. They will be doing it.
okay,
Normally,
so we
business team implements the SAP Note. And there are some SAP notes which are just the configuration. So if you go to that SAP note, they will just tell you to follow the steps, which you can go to this particular SPRO node and go and create it. So for example, for new countries, maybe SAP will give the instructions. Go to this particular node, click on new entry and add this information. Once you add this information, that would be available. So in
okay,
SAP notes also there are different types. Some of the SAP notes are implemented like if a consultant will implement, it will automatically come into the system. But if you want to do it manually, there are some configuration related SAP notes. Okay, so
okay,
ultimately, if any country is created, you can come here and you can add it here. Okay, but normally, even in my career, I have never seen to create any new country in the system. I'm just showing you from the technical side that it is very much possible to create the country, to create a currency. Language is already defined by SAP, so you cannot create a new language because it requires a translation also. But otherwise, currency and country, this you can create. This button is called as list of values. It will list all those countries which are already created. Okay, so not only here, whenever you will be doing any transactions in SAP, this list of values will allow you to select a particular value out of the available values in the system. So once you enter these details, you can go to the address tab. In the address tab, you can mention the whatever is the address and all. And then if you require, there are some additional fields, like if you want to enter the telephone number, mobile number, fax, email, so all the contact and communication details. This will help in printing. So normally when you, let's say whenever you are printing the invoices or whenever you are printing the purchase orders, so during that time, if this information is available, it would be printed on your invoices as well as purchase orders and all the other communications that you send to your customers and vendors. Right? So this is what we already created as a company code. And as the business area, we have created 6 business areas. Again, that is very straightforward, just the text. We have created 6 business areas with 3 digits. One is PUN, which is for Pune. Similarly, MUM for Mumbai. Okay, similarly, BAN for Bangalore, NJ for New Jersey, NY for New York. So in our example, what we took is, we will be having 6 plants. Okay, 4 plants in India. Let me put it in the scenario here. So FI company codes, or maybe before I talk about the enterprise structure, let's talk about the scenario. Our scenario is Reliance Chemicals have 6 plants, 4 in India, 2 in US. Okay, in India, we have created the business area. Business area normally is assigned to the plant. So whatever number of plants you are creating in logistics, from finance point of view, we will be creating that many number of business areas. So 4 in India, which means one is PUN for Pune, second is MUM for Mumbai, HYD1 we created because HYD was already available. So HYD1 is for Hyderabad and BAN for Bangalore. 2 in US we created New York and New Jersey. These are the 2 business areas we created in US. Okay, this is our first example, and we will keep on adding the points here. So how many sales organizations are required? How many purchase organizations are required? We will keep on adding here, and then we'll be seeing in the system. So as of now, we already created the business areas, which I'm trying to show you. So there are 6 business areas, just the code, 4-digit alphanumeric code again, and just the description, whatever you want to give. Okay, otherwise, there are no additional fields that you need to maintain in the business areas. So this is what we have done till now. The next setup is all related to logistics.
Yeah. Hi.
Yes, Akshay.
So, why this business area requirements? What is the significance?
See, if you have multiple plants, what we have decided is Reliance Chemicals has 6 plants. Now, whenever you will be doing any transaction in logistics, let's assume you are doing a purchase or you are generating the sales. So at any moment, if I want to know sales according to plant wise, I can do it very easily in the logistics, because in logistics, each and every transaction plant has been entered. But what if I want to generate the financial report plant wise? I don't have plant field available in my financial reports, right? So if I want to generate my financial reports plant wise, since plant information is not captured in finance, I need a corresponding field in finance, which is one-to-one assigned with the plant. So I can create it as a business area, or there are other options also, like I can create it as a profit center. But normally 70 to 80% of the times, plant is created as business area in finance for plant level reports in financials.
So it will always be 1:1, 1:1.
Most of the time it is be 1:1. Yeah, it again depends upon the company policy. So if they don't want to see, let's assume you have 2 plants in Hyderabad. Okay. And you in financials, you don't want to segregate 2 different plants. You want to consider Hyderabad as a single financial entity.